There it goes.
All right. Hi, everybody. This is Annette, and welcome to our recording. We have some good information here for you that I thought that I'd like to share with the group. So 2 agendas for this meeting is going to be, one is covering over Nexus, which is both Cody and I work for, and then after that, getting into some retirement lessons learned. So I'm going to first kick it off with Cody. But before I do that, let me just give you a quick background about myself, because I haven't met everybody in here. So I'm one of the administrators, and my background is I'm a retired Navy chief, and after that, I worked with Fleet and Family Support Center as a work and family life consultant. Followed by that, I worked for Vets Community Connections, and then decided to switch over to doing online work, still helping veterans working for Nexus. With that being said, I'm happy that you all are here, and I hope that you get some good information out of this recording today. All right, Cody, go ahead.
Alrighty, thank you, Annette. My name's Cody Huffman. I was a captain in the U.S. Army. Ended up getting injured as a lieutenant, so had a bout of not good luck. Ended up compressing my spine really bad. So I understand the whole getting out and having to deal with the medical processes and actually getting the VA disability stuff. In fact, it's what I help veterans on the side out here in Germany. I've helped multiple veterans at this time with just free advice, and that's really the best thing that you can get for most veterans. And the beauty about working with NSSX is it gives us access to more of the veterans, and working with Annette is going to give more access and information to you guys that I know about, and as well as information that we get directly from NSSX to include the multiple cases that they're working with now. As far as the cases that they are covering, currently one of the major cases that's going on, I'm sure you've heard of it. There's advertisements everywhere, and you can see multiple news articles involving the 3M faulty earplug cases. And these are mass tort cases, which means each of the cases is filed individually. The reason why I bring that up is one of the main things I see from almost all veterans everywhere is that these are class action lawsuits. That's not true. Mass tort is different. That's a separate file. So when you file this case, you actually are filed individually and have the ability to make a lot greater of a sum in a settlement versus a class action where you're talking like anywhere from $3 to $30. So that's one of the major benefits that NSSX provides. Another one of the huge cases is the AFFF, the aqueous film forming foam, which is a foam that the Air Force actually produced via 3M to put out fires. This one's really a hard one for me to talk about because unfortunately the foam causes cancer. It's a very difficult topic to talk about, and it's very, very hard to get through to veterans without getting pretty emotional, because I know cancer is not one of those things that people deal with very, very well. And then the last one that NSSX actually provides currently is the veteran disability increases. These are lawyers that will help you look through your case file, look through your overall nexus letters, your medical evidence, and your current ratings to try and get you to a higher percentage based on what you have and what's in your medical records to allow you to get more of that VA disability benefit that you are entitled to as a veteran. It's something that every veteran should have, because every veteran has served and every veteran deserves. And I'll go ahead and pass it back off to Annette. That was my little spiel right there. Talk more about the tinnitus thing if we need to talk about it.
Thanks, Cody. And if anybody is interested in learning more about filing a claim for tinnitus or the AFFF, just give us a like or comment. Would like to know more information. It doesn't matter if you're active duty or if you're already retired. We can certainly give you more information, and it's one of the reasons why we're doing this video, because there is a lot of people that are out there that have questions or don't think it's real. It is real. It's actually people are winning cases over the double the double earplugs. I actually wore those. I've got tinnitus going on in both of my ears and hearing loss. I've had ear surgeries, so it doesn't affect your percentage. You'll still get a VA claim with the tinnitus percentage or your hearing loss percentage. So this is a personal injury lawsuit. So it doesn't have anything to do with the VA. You know, the 3M's already been sued by the Navy and they won. So, but they left it open for individuals to go out and sue. So I actually have a case myself. So yeah, so comment or hit the like button and we'll reach out to you for more information. So going on to the next segment, it's going to be retirement lessons learned. These are my personal lessons learned, and then also from my husband's lessons learned, and friends and family members, and also some of you all that that I've seen go through the motions of retiring, and then just lesson learned. So I compiled a list, and so one of the first things I like to tell people is when you're getting ready to retire, it never hurts to think about your planning as early as possible. They say 2 years, but you can start planning even before that, even 5 years, especially if you're thinking of rolling into a different career. So with that, I always say that you want to think about where you want to live first, because it's easier to go from job to job than it is to relocate from one location to the next. So thinking about where you want to live is very important. And some of the bullets you want to consider is the crime rates in the area, the weather, the family. If you have family and friends, some of those things might be important to your family. If it's just you and it's not important, then by all means, you can also consider property tax, the job market in the area. Let's say if you're stuck between two different places of living, but you know, the job market might just be the one thing that puts one location over the next. And if you can, see that area first. If you're thinking of building, I would recommend purchasing the land now, because even if you don't decide to move to that location, you have the land, and land is also an investment. So if you end up selling it later, you sell it later, or if you end up just putting a vacation home on it, land is only going to go up. So if you have the money and the time to invest in just picking out your land now, go ahead and pick out your land, find your spot and purchase it. The next thing you want to consider is also the VA benefits that are in that area. If you like the VA, if you use the VA a lot, are there, you know, VA medical hospitals and clinics around there that, you know, are in the area, or if you're retiring and you're using Tricare Prime, if you want to stick with Prime going to the base, and if then you want to consider, well, is there a base near where the area that I want to live at is? If not, then you're going to have to look into Tricare Select. So another thing with that is call. You can call or go online once you're about I think it's roughly like 3 months out, and you can go ahead and enroll early. I enrolled into Tricare Prime early, and then I paid 3 months in advance, and that was so it could be a smooth process once I retired, going from active duty Tricare Prime to retirement Tricare Prime. And then I also elected to have that automatically taken out of my check, and then they mailed me the difference once that kicked in. And I did have a little bit of difference because I paid ahead 3 months in advance. Getting organized is another thing you want to consider, especially if you're in charge of people and missions. I recommend having 2 organizers, one that's specifically for everything you need to get done in the military, all your meetings, all your wickets you need to hit, all your retirement planning just for the military. But then there's still that other piece that needs to be organized. Because what the military will do is they'll make sure you have all your bullets met up until the day you're out of the military. But from the day you're out of the military on, that's up to you to make sure you meet all of those appointments. So for example, when I was getting ready to retire, I did my VA claim, and the VA called and said, okay, we got 7 appointments lined up for you. And so that had nothing to do with the military. So I wanted to make sure I put it in my other planner that I had all these appointments. And then from there, if I had other appointments with the VA, I put them in there when I needed to enroll, making sure I needed to send my DD-214 off to the VA so they would process my claim. Just anything else that is separate from the military, because you'll see that you'll have 2 different things going on, and it's really a lot to kind of keep all in your head. So it's good to write it down, and even if you need it in a separate planner to do. Another thing is when I talked about moving is looking at the state benefits. You can just Google it, or you can go onto the military.com website, and whatever state you're looking into, if you want to see what those VA benefits are, or not VA benefits, but the state veteran benefits, which is separate from the VA. So you're going to get your VA benefits no matter where you go, but each state has their own specific veteran benefits that they give to the people that live in that state. So you want to do a search for that. If you're using the post 9/11 GI Bill, go to where your school is, the location, find out what the E5 with dependent rate is, and then you'll see whatever the BAH E5 with dependent rate will be. That'll be your allowance for the month if you're in school full time. It's day per day. So if you have spring break, Christmas break, New Year's break, all those breaks, they're not included in your monthly pay. And I also highly recommend not using that as an income. So because it's school, you can calculate in your pension, you can calculate in your VA benefits, but I would not recommend calculating in your school housing allowance as an income. Some people do, and it bites them. It bites them because school is just temporary, and anything can happen where you might have to stop going to school. Starting a budget, and that's something that they'll help you with in your transition. Starting your work attire. I noticed being in California when I was getting ready to retire, and I opened my closet, all I had were shorts and flip-flops and t-shirts. And so I had to go shopping. And shopping can be expensive. So the sooner you start your work attire, the better. Looking for your guys, looking for your slacks, looking for your collared shirts, women looking for some nice slacks and some nice, blouses and stuff. And just, every paycheck, 1 or 2 outfits, and it doesn't have to be anything expensive. So that is where I'm going to stop right now. I do have more retirement lessons learned, but I do want to be mindful of everybody's time. We are going to do another recording, and at that next recording, I will give more retirement lessons learned. Hopefully you all have been writing some stuff down, but just to recap, knowing where you want to live, okay, and then looking at all the important things are the housing costs, the weather, the schools, the crime rate, and so on, getting organized, okay, having your work planner and your life planner there at the same time. Knowing the state benefits, okay, so once you get your VA rating, that's going to be your VA benefits. That's the government, but there's also separate benefits for the state. Work clothes. Some ladies just, Marshalls, Ross. They also have guy clothes at Ross. Doing a budget. Those are the main wickets that I would like to that I wanted to share with you all. So hopefully you have a great day, and thanks for watching us. Remember, if you have any questions about AFFF, cancer, it's that has caused cancer, please send a like or a comment, or even a PM one of us. And we'd be happy to talk more to you about it, or if you have a tinnitus issues, and you'd like more information, we would love to give you that. So thanks for watching, and Cody, I'll let you close.
All right. And just to add on to what Annette said, for the guys out there, Jose Bank always has sales, and you'll be the best guy looking in the office. I mean, that's definitely one of the biggest places I always go when I'm back stateside. It's just super cheap. You get great outfits, and it's not going to run you out of the bank.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good day.